Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku, and I'm here to review episode 15 of Tales of Zestiria: The Cross. Now, I know I said I would stop talking about Berseria until we get the Berseria episodes. However, next week's episode is titled Revenge. So, Berseria next week? With this episode of Zestiria, we go with Dezel and how the other seraphs have to stop him because he's gonna be consumed by malevolence, and we already know what happens when a seraph gets consumed by malevolence because we already, we saw what happened with Edna's brother. So yeah, we kinda don't want that. But the first freaking 5 minutes of the episode, holy shit. Just, holy shit. I hope you weren't watching this in anything less than 180p HD. Oh god, no. That was glorious. A true sight to behold. What a time to be alive. No, like honestly, seeing all of the seraphs go in with their beautiful magic, like Mikleo with his water powers, and then you have Lila, the babe, Lila, oh my lord, Lila. She is absolute love, but like for real though, when she like was using her fire powers, like damn. That ginormous fireball, like holy shit, she could have killed the man. She could have killed him, but luckily he has a pretty strong force field. So do all seraphs have that, or just wind seraphs? That was kind of odd, to be honest. But they were able to calm Dezel down and talk to him, being all like, hey, yo, why are you doing all this exactly? And then we hear the backstory of how Dezel met Rose. Sort of-ish. Like, what happened was that Dezel, he was a part of a mercenary group similar to Rose's, how, it was first, like, they were merchants and stuff, they traded food and other goods, but then, what do you know, they started killing. What do you know, they started killing. And the leader of their mercenary group, Wind Riders, is Brad. Well, was Brad. Brad is no longer with us. And Brad found Rose in like wandering in a battlefield, taught her how to fight, raised her, he absolutely adored her. What I really don't understand, was Brad like a seraph? He had to be, right? Because Dezel was a part of the Wind Riders, which is the mercenary group, and Brad was the leader, and Rose, we could see, Rose clearly was able to see and interact with Brad. But she wasn't able to do that with Dezel. So why? That leads me to think that is Brad not a seraph? But if he wasn't a seraphim, then how come he's able to interact with the others? Gamers, I'm gonna need your help on this one. Unfortunately, Brad died, and now Dezel looks after Rose, and he is so proud of who she is today. A murderer. Okay, now for real though, jokes aside, later on we find out that Sergei was in solitary confinement. And it's just like, yo, why is this? And it's because he has been interacting with Saray, and the government wants to interact with Saray so that they can use him for possibly another war. And Saray, he treated the situation rather lightly. He's just like, nah. Instead, why don't you take me to another city? And also free Sergei. Bye! And that was the end of that. Edna then, used her earth powers and made a wall so that they wouldn't interact with them anymore, so okay. So hopefully Sergei will be free, and most likely he will be by the next episode. And then we move on with Alicia, who I have missed so much. I've fallen in love with Alicia, honestly. She has grown on me so much. Like, I liked her always, but it's just how the previous core ended with Alicia, and that beautiful character development and characterization has just been fantastic. So it was great to see her once again. She's about to go into battle, and then the tables flip on her, and a lot of her men were injured, and probably some of them died. Most likely, her army looks a little small right now, so, but you know what? They're not gonna give up. They're gonna go back in there, and Saray is like trying to talk or like listen, or I guess really speak to Alicia, but he's still not able to do that. However, Alicia can still sense what Saray's doing, so that was kind of interesting. And yeah, that was this episode. Let me know your thoughts on it, and do you think we're getting a Berseria next week? Maybe? Possibly? I hope so. Catch me later as I review Little Witch Academia. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.